We're live, Jake. Jake, we're here live. I don't know if anybody's out there. We don't have anybody yet, which is really surprising to me because we're such a popular channel. But but
Instantly.
this is the background here is some a picture that we got from Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks. It says it right on there. I don't know exactly what it is or what it was, or if there's anything else we can pull up here. What's this? Look at that, Jake. That's the creature.
Remember that one?
That's real.
That one?
That's
real.
Bigfoot.
The first Bigfoot selfie.
That's a Bigfoot selfie. It is, dude. It is. I don't care what anybody says. That's Bigfoot. And look at that.
Clearly.
We're just going through for all you folks out there. We're just giving you some of our evidence we gathered.
And
that's a left footprint.
Without a net, folks.
That's a right footprint. These are real. And they're big. And they're real. Look at this. That's a real structure. That's a real structure. Look at this.
That was live.
This is real. That's a real footprint.
Gee.
And you can see how big it is. It's
what?
Big.
How is that? That's a
all this stuff that you're seeing throughout these slides, folks, is real. See this? That is a real haunted house. It's real.
That is not AI.
No, that's real.
Right. That's the murder house.
Okay, where are we going with this? This Bigfoot. This is a Bigfoot selfie. I don't know if it's the first ever Bigfoot selfie or not, but it's real. It's 100% real.
I believe it is.
Look at this, Jake. That is a left footprint of a Bigfoot over in the what's it called?
Trout Brook area. The backside of Snyder.
Backside of Snyder.
Backside of Snyder.
And here's the right foot of the same beast, the same creature, if you will. This here is a structure. For those, I'm just replaying a few of these. Some people just joined us here.
Was that on Minerva's stream? Is that behind the Cedar Points, or is that over in your area?
This one here, I think,
is that the one on Minerva's stream?
I'm not sure. This one here, I didn't take this one. I'm not sure where this one came from. This one could be from Tom Hammond, because
I'm telling you, I'm going to be a witness here. I think I sent it to you, and that's the one behind the old, where we pull off for the, it's up behind, but right where we stop on the stream to do our
barbecue.
Ceremony. Yeah,
yes,
barbecue.
Yes, that's the one. That's one. Now I know this one. Now I know this one. Oh, definitely. Yeah, and when we went back there, to check it out again, and it was the same thing, but it was a little bit more weathered, beaten, and a little bit less green needles and stuff, but it was the same thing. Yeah, I know where that thing is. Yep, exactly. That's Bigfoot territory right there. Then we got this, folks. This is a left footprint. This is what you call one of those rogue footprints. It just the single footprint, just one footprint in the middle of nowhere. Jake, you have some experience with some of this stuff, don't you? Where there's just one footprint of like over at the pit, Johnsburg, something.
Yeah. I don't know how it could escape me at the time collecting the rocks and how excited I was, but of course I didn't have a camera. And in the 25, 20, 22, 23 minutes it took to drive home, stop to get some gas, and by that time I had forgotten to go back to Johnsburg. It's a drive out all the way out over there. It's not a big deal, but I didn't remember for 2 days. 2 days later, and it poured like an SOB. I still got a picture of the weathered impression. But I do have. And at the time before, without the camera, I looked around. There was probably almost half acre of a vernal pool in a lower sand pit that had filled up with water. And right where this went from water and to the sand, and then right to number 9 crushed gravel and higher, probably big boulder. So it does.
There were some things. Then we got this. This is the map we got back from Kiwani Lapsritis, and this only cost us $200, which I think was a pretty good deal, considering that there's
a map.
it's a map. In Agurna, this is these places here are where the ancient ones live. I mean, according to Kiwani Lapsaritis, and that is just what is this? No, that was that was a Bigfoot
email the other day, Adam. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh yeah, no, I get all of them. No, yeah, no, yeah.
What's this? See that right
there? See that depression there? That's about a 17, 18-inch depression of something that Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks found. This is all stuff, guys, that is just not. This stuff is real, and it's out there.
The Wiz.
What's this? Now that I can't really tell what that is, but whatever it is, it looks like some lichen or some liverworts, actually. Not sure what that.
If you kind of relax your eyes and zone out, it looks like a slee stack or some kind of alien, a tall gray with those big almond eyes. Kind of relax your eyes and give it like a pareidolia effect. Just kind of make it look like a.
I'm getting a footprint. I'm getting a footprint when I do that.
Oh yeah,
big footprint right in the middle. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Looks like a Midnight Oil album cover. The big footprint. Yeah, maybe the shades of Trujanini.
See that dog there? That's Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks squatching dog. That he's cool. He ain't no Doug.
Ain't no Doug, bud.
Ain't no Doug. Boy, Jake, I was coming home today, coming home from Brett Darrell's after. Remember, I said I was going to Brett Darrell's house.
Yeah, over to Darrell's.
Over to Brett Darrell, and we were back in the woods at one certain point there on the side by side. And he was showing me these cabins, all this painting work that needs to be done on this property. It's quite extensive, and I got Squatch sense was out big time. I didn't say anything to Brett. I didn't say like, Brett, you feel that, or anything like, stop, I want to listen, but I was scouting everywhere, and I could feel it. And this time of year is Squatch season in the Adirondacks right now, more time than any. And I kind of, I've been so busy with all my sidetracked everything, kind of forgot about it. So I'm looking at the ground, looking at the mud, looking in the air. I'm just like, the Squatch sensors are out big time. So I'm thinking, we got to get out there in the woods real soon. We got to do this. It's almost time for the Snyder Scout mission with Nolan.
Yeah. Now,
well, I'll get a hold of him. We can do that.
The good thing about that, Adam, is we have plenty of maple syrup for that breakfast to give us a lot of energy on the way out, because we're gonna need a lot of energy that day. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Plus Nolan has a hot dog lunch planned for us too, right?
Something, that kid's got it all mapped out.
He had the whole thing figured out like that. Jake, I did want to mention one other thing. Aside from, the BLB RT connection is doing quite well. So I sent you a link. It was to the Ozark Mountain Bigfoot Conference in Springfield, Missouri, September 28th. Now, this is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from M&J's house, for real. And so I go on there and I go on the Facebook page, and I'm looking around on the Facebook page and blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden there's this questionnaire thing. One of the people for the Ozark Mountain Bigfoot Conference says, has anybody ever seen a Bigfoot in Missouri? And then I start looking through the thing, and there's people saying, no, yes, no, I've heard sounds, blah, blah, blah. I've heard sounds. People threw rocks. And so I figured, I'll chime in there, because I had a couple encounters there when I was there. I didn't see anything, but I heard whoops. And I heard tree breaks. And so I put that in there. And then the person for the Ozark Mountain, I'm sorry, I don't know their name. Yeah, I will eventually. But they're like, where'd you have this happen in Missouri? I'm like, Galena. And they're like, holy cow, where in Galena? I'm like, Galena is tiny, tiny little town that isn't really even a town at all. It's really not even a town at all. There's nothing really there besides one gas station. And I'm like, no shit. I was off State Route Y. And I think it's a woman. She's like, holy cow, that's where I grew up there, right there. I go, no way. She's like, yeah, I grew up in Galena. I was like, fucking small world, dude. Holy shit. So I'm like, we gotta go out there. So now I'm gonna start like connecting with this person more and
No
be like,
kidding.
so I gotta find out a little bit more about them, and then I'm going to send those videos that I did when I was out in Missouri this last fall to her, so she knows that we're the real deal here. And when hopefully you can go with me September 28th, like I wouldn't mind speaking at least a little bit at this conference, even though I'm not necessarily Ozark. But a lot of the speakers that are coming there aren't necessarily from the Ozark region. They're just Bigfoot people that people want to hear their thing. And I wouldn't mind sharing some of our experiences with people, because we have an extraordinary amount of encounters, UFO, and plus the whole thing isn't just about Bigfoot. There is some UFO paranormal stuff too. I've found out, but we have something to say. We have something to share. We can let somebody know a little bit.
We got a couple dogs in that fight, I would say. And we got some skin in the game already. I mean, you want to see you want battle scars? You want to see our scars?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I mean Jake too. I mean, we could get some nice free swag to hand out. We could hand out some stickers, maybe bring some hats and stuff. And even if we don't do any presentation, whatever, we could record some stuff, meet the people from Ozark Mountain Bigfoot Conference, and then we have M and J's house to go to that night, dude. It's not like we have to go get a hotel. They live right there, there. Springfield,
that's crazy.
Springfield is where the airport is. It takes a half an hour. It takes 35 minutes to get to M and J's house from the airport. Pardon my French. I almost swore again.
Sorry about that, Dixie, Miss Daisy.
It doesn't take long. We could get some this size sticker too. Little mini BLB stickers. Hand these things out like wildfire. Oh yeah.
Bagging and bagging. I do have a confession to make. Yeah, I kind of got the call yesterday too, like you were saying, from out of the blue, and I drove up 14th Road to see if it was clear all the way back to Deer Creek, and sure enough, it was. The turnaround was not. It was a little greasy getting out of there, but I did. I didn't have any, I didn't even have boots, but snowbank was down enough that I could walk up and into it, and I could see there were tracks of someone there maybe like a week ago. Although I didn't look to see what kind of tracks, but it did look like someone. I don't know. There he is, Pops. So good to see you.
He knows. That's so great that he knows. Other people know this area. This is just crazy about the thing. And it's funny because I knew that part of the Ozarks and down in through there's a lot of Bigfoot encounter stories, but I didn't know that a lot of them happen so close right to where M and J actually live. And so there's these stories that I'll hear on YouTube, and then there's ones on Sasquatch Chronicles and these other things where people are talking about being in I think it's the what is it? Twain Forest, the Twain Forest Preserve, which there's separated little pockets of the Mark Twain Forest Preserve all through the southern part of Missouri, down through there. And that's right where M and J are in. I mean, their property butts up against a huge portion, hundreds of acres of this part of the Mark Twain Forest Preserve area, where you can't build houses and do all that shit and whatever. But yeah, Mark Twain, holler. Look at, see, he said, boom. Danny Staten's on here too.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I can't see the chat, gals and guys. You guys, Andy Gone, you should go to that conference as well. We'll meet you out there. You can show us all the honey holes, sir. We'll get some line wet.
Stay tuned. Yeah. I mean, it would be great if we got this thing together. Emily, my sister, who lives there in Galena, was just telling me 2 days ago, before this thing came to light, which was 2 days ago as well, but before this even happened, she sends me this whole list of all these golf courses that she's bought a membership to. It's like this package. It's like this Ozark courses of the Ozarks, bundle package. You get discounts on all these different courses that are part of it. And so she bought that and she sent it to me and she goes, "Look at what I just got, blah blah blah. When are you coming out?" And I said, "Definitely it's going to be in the fall. Let's make it happen in the fall." Later that night, I get the thing from the Ozark Mountain Bigfoot Conference. It just came up. I don't even know what the Ozark Mountain Bigfoot Conference is. It came up on YouTube, not Facebook. It came up on YouTube as this like still meme thing that just was in the reels as I was going through stuff. And I was like, "Holy cow." And so I started looking into it and I was like, "Okay." And then I told Emily, I was like, I sent her the thing and she goes, "Oh my God, we're definitely going to this." And she goes, "Well, I know you and Jake are at least. I don't know if she'll go, but so, I mean, we got to make it happen, dude. Got to make it happen."
End of September. Sounds good.
September 28th. Jason Kelly's October 28th, Jason Kelly's birthday. September 28th is a good time. It's still really warm there. The lake will be really warm. They're right there at Table Rock. I mean, they got it set right there. I mean, their house is basically on the water. Anybody who's listening that knows what I'm talking about knows how cool it is there. It's really a sick, beautiful spot. You'll love it. Lots of cool stuff. And that's a squatching. I mean, I went there squatching just by myself. And I was like, I gotta bring my cowboy boots or some muck boots next time I come because there are copperheads venomous in the area.
Huh?
And yeah.
But, are you serious?
Yeah, and that if we go, yeah. So, but it's easy. They're not like the rattlers that you get in other parts of the country. They're not.
I'm gonna change for that.
All you got to wear is some muck boots or some cowboy boots or something. You should be set. But it's all leaves. It's all hardwoods everywhere. There's pockets of conifers or cedar trees here and there, which are really cool. There definitely are pockets of them, but the majority of everything you're going through is all oaks mostly. It's really quite something. It's really neat. You'd like it.
Yeah, no, I think didn't you showed me some of the aerial footage, some of that drone stuff, right?
Yeah,
I'll going over some of that forest.
Yeah.
What's up, Bri?
I'm gonna take some of those videos. I think there was part 1, 2, and 3 or something like that I shot and did when I was in Missouri, and I went out watching and stuff. And that was all because one night I was just sitting there, and like everybody else had gone to bed, and I'm like out on the downstairs sitting there, and it's quiet. Dead quiet, no noise at all, none. You can't hear a plane, you can't hear any cars, no highway, no nothing. And this is like probably like 11 o'clock, 11:30, something like that. And every once in a while, you'd hear an oak leaf come down because it was fall, come down through the trees every once in a while. But then over to the left, started hearing tree knock type sounds, and then those hoop sounds, or the whoop sounds like that. And I went up, got around the corner, turned my phone on, started going around like that, sat there. All I could hear is like what maybe might have been a squirrel or something go through the leaves and stuff. And I'm sitting there listening. Got a weird feeling though. Really wasn't able to record anything, but got like a really weird feeling like I need to go back where I just was. I'm too far away from the house. Didn't feel very good about it. I was like, I just don't. If I would have been there with you, we probably would have gone further or something. But I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So I turned around. But it's cool if you can make it happen. Like I said, the only thing you really have to buy is I'll try to get us some free tickets to this Bigfoot conference. Maybe I can. That'd be great. The budget we're on, the only way we're going to be able to go is if it's free, probably. and then just getting the tickets to go there. Emmy will come pick us up. We can stay at M and J's house. We'll eat on a shoestring budget.
I'll pack some sandwiches. Sure.
We'll just take stuff out of M and J's fridge. They're not watching this, Jake. They're never going to watch this, so they don't know.
They don't see this.
They're not going to know. We'll have them feed us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they'll take
and then we'll take the family out to dinner at a Mexican restaurant one night that we're there, on me and you, and we'll get the whole thing, the whole deal, everything, drinks, food, the kids, friends, whatever, the whole shooting match. But we got to make it happen, dude. We got to make it happen. Just pack a You know, you don't want to pack a checked luggage. You want to do a carry-on. I lost my luggage on the way out there, and I lost my luggage on the way back. So I'm not doing
No
that.
way. I'm driving.
Just to carry on. The drive is too far, man. It's too much of a bitch. It's too far. Takes 2 days to get there. I'm not doing that shit.
It's all right. I need some time on the road. Just me and my thoughts.
Yeah, any thoughts?
Wind in my hair.
Wind in your hair. Yeah. You got to get another dog, Jake. Bring the dog with you. You can bring Doug. No, maybe I can bring Doug with me. I have to see. I don't want to put him through the torture, but maybe I'll bring him with me. I don't know.
No, they have those little. They look like a little lunchbox carry-ons. Yeah, those. There's a little soft shell. Doug would fit right in there. He'd be fine.
Yeah, he would be fine too.
Be fine. Yeah. That little
He is
sneaker. But yeah, well, he can be a lap dog too on the way out and eastbound and down and whatever. We'll see what happens. I'll probably well, we'll figure it out, as they say.
Yeah, we'll fly. We'll fly. We'll make it happen. We'll go down. We'll go out there for like 3 nights and come home. 1 night at the conference, 2 nights with Emmy and Jay, and call it good. You know, get down there, spend the night, settle in, go to the conference the next day. Like I said, it'd be like us going to like Lake George for the conference. It's not like we got to get up and like plan for it. We get up, hang out at the house for a while, go to the conference, come home.
Yeah.
It's like right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like a chip shot no-brainer. Low-hanging fruit that, a couple guys like us, times like these, we could probably knock right out the park. Get our car.
Us shooting some video in Missouri would be like excellent. We could make a whole, this could be a couple episodes of us out there squatching, going to the conference, meeting people, interviewing people. We got all these nice new. We'll bring some of the new gear, Jake.
The lavalier.
These things. I've just finished up the video from the Tannery Pond, the Cunninghams. That thing was a bear. That thing took me unbelievable amount of time. It took me over 40 hours, all said and done. So, but the audio and this stuff, you got to check the video out at some point. It's sick, dude.
Nice.
These things, as long as there's no wind. I tried using these outdoors. I do have muffs for them, actually, for the purple panda ones, but they're not really, if it's windy. It's windy, you got to use the blimp with the shotgun microphone. That's all there is to it. It works. You can't tell it's windy with that thing. It can be blowing wind and it's still hardly.
Yeah.
It works good.
Yeah.
So we got the stuff. We got the stuff. We can, I got that.
Maybe 3 nights might not be long enough, Adam. So maybe we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we can do.
4 nights. I mean, I could do a full week, no problem.
Yeah. Well, that's we'll see. End of September. Yeah, school's already started, so that's not a big we'll see. Yeah, no, we'll make it happen. We'll definitely make it happen.
Yeah.
What?
Now, anyway, that's what I wanted to get out there. I know you got stuff to do. You got to go in and cook some dinner. I have chicken I just pulled. I'm letting it get down to a decent temperature before I pull it off the bone, and then I'm going to shred that and make some nice chicken lettuce wraps, dude. Chicken.
Ooh, lettuce. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, I gotta hang out with Doug too. So,
all right. I think Katie is making the spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh,
dude, she made brownies and chocolate chip cookies already. So dessert is covered. I know there's ice cream in the freezer. I'm gonna be fat and happy living high on the hog, so they say.
Spaghetti and meatballs and cookies and brownies. Milk.
Milk and of course. Yeah.
Well, sounds good, Jeremy. Hey, don't be a stranger. Let's get together again. Do some more live streaming. I mean, this worked. It just did, Jake. We got out there. We spread some. It just worked. It just worked. It just did. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I had to jump outside. Gals and guys, you guys.
It's all good. Jake.
Peace and heart grease, brother.
Jake, signing off, bud.
I love you.
Love you too, man.
All right.
Catch you on the flip side.
All right. Yes, Todd Macy style.
Later.